Live NFL.
This edition of the Blitz on ESPN News. Mike Hill hanging out with my partner, Kadri Ismail, of course. We don't want to mess up in front of the international audience.
No, we do not.
You know, because we got an international audience taking you up to Sunday Night Football at 8:15. It's the Colts and the defending NFC champion Cardinals. While you're checking us out, why don't you get involved in the show as well? Go to sportsnation.com, have your comments heard right here on the Blitz. We welcome you in. Thanks for hanging out with us. And a matter of fact, we had a great finish in Minnesota. We're going to show you in just a second. But first, as we always do, highlights of the evening with the pick six. And actually, we're going to show you the finish right now. Part of our pick six. Brett Favre and his crew down by 4 seconds left in the game. Favre downfield. Greg Lewis only catch of the game.
Only catch of the game, but he made it count. Again, the toe tap in the back of the end zone. Outstanding awareness of where you're at on the football field.
Vikings win it 27-24. What a great finish right there. They're 3-0. How about the Lions ending that 19-game losing streak?
How about the Lions coming up big? Bryant Johnson having a whale of a day, just going up and snagging the football at its highest point.
First win since 2007. Chiefs and the Eagles. Michael Vick playing his first regular season game since 2006. But Kevin Cobb was the story, and Deshaun Jackson continues to make plays for him.
Well, Kevin Cobb, as long as he looks poised in the pocket and gets it out to his playmakers, hey, who needs Michael Vick?
Only quarterback to have over 300 yards passing his first 2 NFL starts. Eagles win it 34-14. How about the Patriots bouncing back against the Falcons? Tom Brady still threw the ball a lot. We found Chris Baker here late. Patriots get the win 26-10. Titans and the Jets. Battle of the Titans, because the Jets used to be called the Titans, of course. Mark Sanchez. Who do you like on this play, Q?
Well, he reminds me of Earl Campbell, the way he bolted himself into the end zone.
Okay, if you say so. Jets win the game 24-17. They're 3-0. The Titans are now 0-3 and also 3-0. How about an all-New York Super? No, this New York Giants, New York Jets. The Giants are 3-0. I mean, they totally dominated the Buccaneers today, 24-0. Buccaneers didn't get their first down until like the third quarter of this game. Saints all over the Bills today. Drew Brees held in check, but they got a strong running performance once again, and they win over the Bills 27-7. T.O. without a catch for the first time in 185 games. The Steelers lose to the Bengals. Andre Caldwell, a touchdown catch in the final seconds from Carson Palmer to win in Cincinnati. Dolphins lose once again. They're 0-3. The Raiders fall once again. Jamarcus Russell, another inconsistent bad game. 23-3. The Broncos winning 3-0. And the Bears over the Seahawks 25-19. Jay Cutler coming up big when it mattered the most for the Bears. But once again, game of the day, Niners and the Vikings. Brett Favre taking the old man out there. He's still good. Last seconds of the first half, Minnesota up by 6, lining up for the field goal. Ryan Longwell's field goal block. Nate Clement taking it back to the house. 59 yards for the touchdown. Niners up 14-13 headed into the half. But if they got good special teams play, so did Minnesota.
Yeah, Percy Harvin's just such a dynamic run. He made the first guy miss badly. And again, once he's in that open field, you're just not going to catch him.
101-yard touchdown return. Vikings go up by 3, 20-17. Fourth quarter, same score. How about Sean Hill stepping up? He was really big in that second half. When Frank Gore had to leave the game, first carry of the game, twisted his ankle, so they without his services. Hill really came through in the fourth quarter. Niners had to lead by 4, but Brett Favre marches his team 80 yards in less than 1:30. He did it in 1:20 because he left 2 seconds on the clock right there for the game-winning score.
Yeah, outstanding play of extending the play, knowing where to go with the football. And again, when the game was on the line, he showed up and came up big. Outstanding grabbing catch by one Greg Lewis.
Greg Lewis, the game of inches, he got his. If he's a size 13, he wore a size 14,
yeah,
that'd be out of bounds.
That would be.
That would be out of bounds. Brett Favre, can't believe I'm like, I'm too old for this, man. Brett Favre finished with 301 passing yards, the 56th 300-yard game of his career, and first by a Vikings quarterback since Dante Culpepper back in 2005. Here's Favre after the game.
To get a play like that against them, we knew it was going to be tough going in. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty special. Anytime you win a game, period, is pretty special. But if you win one like that, I don't know what to say.
When you lose a game of this magnitude, you know, we knew that it was going to be a war coming in here. And you got 2 good football teams, and one had to lose, and it was us. I'd rather that we lose now taste it, chew on it, swallow it, and get better.
So Brett Favre, once again, a remarkable comeback. The 40th game-winning drive, a come-from-behind win of his career. Got it done and left the Niners with little or no time on the clock. As you see, he's had a lot of heartbreak for a lot of teams over the years right there, but 2 seconds on the clock. That was basically a walk-off touchdown win, as close as you can get for the Minnesota Vikings. I thought didn't they have a schism or something like that in the locker room?
There was something along those lines, yeah.
You know, after this game today, if there were any doubt or doubters in that Vikings locker room, what are they thinking right now?
You know what? Hey, Brett, I apologize for doubting you or even having the remote hint of doubt that you could no longer play, because I believe that you were brought here for plays like that. And again, Brett Favre didn't need him in the first 2 weeks. When it mattered the most, talk about extending the play, talk about seizing the moment. Brett Favre marched his team down the football field, and again, thrown into a guy who, because of Brett Favre, knew that I have a chance of getting the football. Most guys are like, he's just going to go to somebody else who was already involved in the play. But no, Greg Lewis didn't have a catch until this play. And it just goes to show you how much of an effect that he has on this football team.
The first 2 games of the season, it was Adrian Peterson's strong defense, run the football, get the job done. Brett Favre, manager of the game. What did he prove today? Not that he has to prove anything, but what did he prove today?
Again, that, number one, his poise is going to win throughout the entire game, and he can win regardless of how you want him to go out there and do it, whether it be dinking and dunking down the football field, whether it be handing the football off, or if you need him to be Captain Clutch, take off the old regular old jersey, put on the Superman cape, and go out there and win the ball game. And I think that's what we saw with Brett Favre. He can win it any way you want him to do it.
Q, we're watching this football game, and I'm like, if they win this game, the San Francisco 49ers, are they the best team in the NFC? They came so close. You heard Mike Singletary saying, I want this team to remember this for the rest of the season. What did we learn about the San Francisco 49ers, even in a loss today?
Well, we knew that they were tough. We knew that they were gritty, but now we're realizing that they're gamers. And I'm talking about defensively, offensively, without Frank Gore, their #1 threat. Sean Hill showing up big, making plays. Vernon Davis finally becoming a complete tight end, had some outstanding blocking. He had some downfield blocks, some downfield catches, the clutch touchdown. We're seeing this team be a complete football team. Now it's about taking that next step.
All right, so they dropped the 2-1 on the season. Still a really good, tough San Francisco 49ers football team. But guess who's keeping pace with the Minnesota Vikings in the NFC North?
Who is that?
That team right there.
What?
Detroit Lions, they got it done today. Matthew Stafford in his 3rd game as a quarterback, finding Bryant Johnson right there for the touchdown. The Lions, it was tough at the end. Redskins were trying to threaten to get down there, but they got the job done. They held on, ending a 19-game loser streak, 19-14. Jim Schwartz gets his first win of the season, had his team actually go back out and celebrate with the fans afterwards, the remaining fans.
Very classy to do.
Very classy to do that because, of course, Detroit's been going through a lot of problems over the past couple of seasons, so a big win for the Detroit Lions, and had these comments afterwards.
I would like to get to a point where a regular season win isn't celebrated that much. You know, I mean, it had the feel of a postseason win, you know, the jubilation. I mean, the monkey off the back. I mean, not only the guys that have been here, but the organization and the city of Detroit. You know, it was well deserved.
It's special. You know, always remember your first one, and I'll remember this one too. I mean, wasn't just us coming out as an offense or a special teams or defense. I mean, it was a total team effort the way you want to win it, and just extremely happy.
One that, you know, got away from us. And, you know, we prepared all week, we was focused all week, and the game just seemed very strange. But in a lot of ways, this is a time that, more than any time, it's a sense of urgency for us to pull together.
I just got a text from a Detroit native that said Stafford might get the key to the city for this win. How big of a monkey did they just pull off their back with this win today?
You work so hard to prepare yourself to get victories, and again, for it to come to fruition for the Detroit Lions, it speaks volumes about how they felt that, you know what, it doesn't matter who we play. We're going to come out there, we're going to do what we need to do, and we believe that we're a good enough football team to get the win, and they did it.
All right, that's the one side. One of the things you don't want to be in the National Football, you don't want to be called soft, and you don't want to lose to a team that's lost 19 in a row, and they are killing Jim Zorn, Jason Campbell, Washington Redskins team in Washington, squeezer in Washington, D.C. Talking about putting the squeeze on the head coach right now. How much rope do you think Jim Zorn has from Dan Snyder. He's got rope, and he might be hanging himself with it.
Well, Squeezer, I don't believe he has much of, if any. You know what? This is a situation in disrepair. He's thinking that I'm spending all this money for you to have guys out there on the field, and I'm just not seeing it. And
you said disrepair, they can't fix this?
No, they cannot. They don't have.
Third game of the season.
They do not have, outside of Santana Moss, they don't have another go-to guy. They're two receivers that they drafted last year. They continually disappoint. Chris Cooley, he goes stretches of games where he disappears. I think defensively they have gaps big time in the secondary. They have issues.
So where's the fault lie? Does it lie with Jim Zorn? Does it lie with Jason Campbell? Or does it go all the way to the top with Daniel Snyder?
I think it goes all the way to the top. So goes the head, so goes the tail of an organization. But again, the head of it is making the decisions, and he's not going to take the blame of it. Jim Zorn is going to have the one falling on his sword.
Well, of course, our insiders are basically saying that Jim Zorn is safer now because it will do the team more harm than good, trying to change everything in the middle of the season. We shall see what happens, of course. Meanwhile, much more to do here on the Blitz. Of course, a big day. Finally, getting to see Michael Vick playing regular season action for the first time since 2006. And how about those uniforms? How about, is that Earl Campbell? No, that's Mark Sanchez. You called him Earl Campbell. And Tom Brady. The Patriots do not lose back-to-back games. They get it done again today. Highlights coming up.
The Blitz is presented by Miller Lite. There's light beer. And then there's triple hops brewed.
Sunday Night Football on ESPN America.
Cruz is in for the touchdown.
Week 4, and it's a live triple header. The Ravens take on the Patriots.
And it's caught for the touchdown.
The Cowboys ride into Denver to face the Broncos.
Held on. Touchdown.
Then the Steelers host the Chargers. A live NFL triple header. Sunday night on ESPN America.
I don't care what the situation is, Ryan Braun is a hitter.
His approach is basically the same all the time. He tries to stay inside the ball. If it's a fast ball, he'll hit that ball to right center.
That's what makes him the hitter he is. He goes to right with power.
You leave that breaking ball out over the plate, he's going to pull it and hit it for a home run.
And it's gone! Ryan Braun has delivered again.
For me, I just continue to get better, continue to work hard. I realize that I can become a much better baseball player. That's what motivates me every day.
One of the fastest players in the NFL, Reggie Bush needs only one broken tackle to break off a big run. His explosive flair isn't limited to the ground. Bush has more career yards receiving than rushing. And with 3 punt return touchdowns in 2008, he may be the most versatile weapon in the NFL today.
And that ball is a home run.
Everything they fought for.
Base hit.
Sacrificed. And overcame. Took them one step closer
Base hit left field.
to the ultimate prize.
2006, the Eagles and the Chiefs. Vic didn't see a lot of playing time. In fact, this is his only rush of the game for 7 yards. Also threw the ball 2 times for no yards, of course, 0 for 2. And then LaShawn McCoy, how about the rookie with some tough yards right
Yeah, coming in for Brian Westbrook. I tell you what, this kid has really stepped up. He's going to be a player for them.
Yeah, no Westbrook, no Donovan McNabb, but you know what? Kevin Cobb stepped up in his place. Deshaun Jackson still making big plays. He had a groin injury. After the groin injury, what is he doing? He got a groin injury. You flipping? Okay, that really go, ow. If you got a groin injury, do you do splits in the end zone?
No, you do not.
Well, I guess if you score a 64-yard touchdown, you can do whatever you want to. Eagles get the job done 34-14, bouncing back. They are now 2-1 on the season. Once again, Vic, not a lot of playing time, overshadowed by Cobb's 300-yard performance. Vic, 0 for 2, I should say, passing the ball, 1 rush for 7 yards. These comments afterwards.
I would be lying if I didn't say I was nervous. Usually I'm not the type of guy to get nervous, but I think just the, just the whole situation within itself, caused some butterflies, but it's a good thing because I was able to come out and stay relaxed. The atmosphere was great. I was excited to be out, and I just enjoyed the moment. I think I played fairly well. I think I made good decisions with the plays that I had. I missed one ball across the middle. I feel like I could have hit that. I guess I just have to make sure I keep my arm warm on the sideline, so when I go in there, I'm not cold. I can't make the determination on what happens at the quarterback position. We have our guys in place. It's Donovan and then it's Kev, and it may be me or maybe Jeff. So we just all got to keep working hard.
All right, so Vic, once again, not the greatest of days, but he got the rust off once again. What about Kevin Cobb? Over 300 yards passing. First quarterback in NFL history to throw for 300 yards in each of his first 2 starts. But of course, it's still about Vic. We talked about this game leading up, and the only reason the Eagles and the Chiefs got so much hype is because Michael Vick gets his first playing time since 2006. He didn't play that much, but what did this game do for him, Q?
I just think that it shook whatever remaining rust that was on him. It just shook it off. And I think that now it's about going out and improving on your craft. I think the fact that he was in there, but he wasn't necessarily relied upon. It wasn't necessarily a scenario where he had a heavy workload. It was a good thing for him. And now, hey, okay, I know what I need to do. I know what I can do. Now it's time to move on and get better as a quarterback.
Real quickly, let's show some love for Kevin Cobb. What did he show you today?
Poise. If there was one word I had to describe it, poise. He was very decisive. Where he threw the football very accurately, and again, outstanding job by the young man.
When you're the first quarterback in NFL history to start his first 2 games and throw for over 300 yards, we got to give him a little time. But we also give a lot of time to Mark Sanchez, too, because he made history today as well, Q. He's a rookie doing things, and the Titans right now 0-3, both on wearing the throwback garb. The Oilers and the Titans, both of them, of course, the Titans. And Mark Sanchez looking like who? Earl Campbell. That's what Q said earlier. I'm just saying. Maybe you got confused because you saw the Houston Oilers jerseys or something like that.
I saw the Houston Oilers jersey. It reminded me.
Okay, all right.
My childhood idol.
That was nice. Mark Sanchez getting his boys in there. And look at the Jets. They are now 3-0. Sanchez, 17-30, 171 yards, 2 touchdowns in the air, and that one rushing the football right there from 14 yards out, as the Jets are now 3-0. And the Titans are now 0-3. Remember, only 3 teams have ever started a season 0-3 since 1990 and gone on to make the playoffs. Here's reaction afterwards.
I'm not winning these games. We are winning these games. This is, you've seen everybody out there, different guys, active, inactive every week, and whatever we need that week, guys step up. So it's the defense, it's the special teams. I couldn't do it without the guys up front and all the receivers, making me look good. So it's been an all-out team effort, and we won 3 games. So.
Yeah, I mean, you got a rookie quarterback with a hell of a team behind him, and he's not going to have great games all the time. He's not going to have high percentage, completions all the time. But one thing you can bet on is that we got his back.
It's all about team. It's not about one side or this side or that side. It's about a football team, and that's what we are right now. We're 3-0. It was a great win for us. I thought our crowd was into it. They helped us big time. I heard a little boos there at the end, and I was booing myself in that 1 second quarter, but our guys really picked it up.
Mark Sanchez becomes the first rookie quarterback to start and win his team's first 3 games as a rookie in a season, getting the job done. Real quick on Mark Sanchez, what you seeing?
I just like the fact that he's spreading the football around very decisively to all his receivers and getting everyone involved.
All right, once again, the Jets are now 3-0 for the first time since starting 5-0 in 2004. Really appreciate everybody from around the world checking us out here on the international networks on ESPN. We're sending you off to your Sunday night football game. The Colts and the Cardinals, enjoy that. But for those of you checking us out on ESPN News, of course, the news continues on the Blitz with Q and myself. And we have other sports to talk about. Tiger didn't win the tournament this weekend. That's bad. But he also won $10 million. We'll tell you why. And the Yankees won their 100th game. They swept their rivals, and they won another AL East title.
Hi, I'm Bill Plaschke, the oft-muted voice